Chapter 40. And in those days Pharaoh dreamed 2 dreams in one night, concerning a famine which was to be in all the land. And he awoke from his sleep, and called all the interpreters of dreams that were in Egypt, and magicians, and told them his 2 dreams, and they were not able to declare them. And then the chief butler remembered Joseph, and spoke of him to the king. And he brought him forth from the prison, and he told his 2 dreams before him. And he said before Pharaoh that his 2 dreams were one. And he said to him, 7 years shall come, in which there shall be plenty over all the land of Egypt, and after that 7 years of famine, such a famine as has not been in all the land. And now let Pharaoh appoint overseers in all the land of Egypt, and let them store up food in every city throughout the days of the years of plenty. And there will be food for the 7 years of famine, and the land will not perish through the famine, for it will be very severe. And the Lord gave Joseph favor and mercy in the eyes of Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said to his servants, We shall not find such a wise and discreet man as this man, for the Spirit of the Lord is with him. And he appointed him the 2nd in all his kingdom, and gave him authority over all Egypt, and caused him to ride in the 2nd chariot of Pharaoh. And he clothed him with byssus garments, and he put a gold chain upon his neck. And a herald proclaimed before him, El Elwa Abire, and placed a ring on his hand, and made him ruler over all his house, and magnified him, and said to him, Only on the throne shall I be greater than you. And Joseph ruled over all the land of Egypt. And all the princes of Pharaoh, and all his servants, and all who did the king's business loved him, for he walked in uprightness, for he was without pride and arrogance, and he had no respect of persons, and did not accept gifts. But he judged in uprightness all the people of the land. And the land of Egypt was at peace before Pharaoh because of Joseph, for the Lord was with him, and gave him favor and mercy for all his generations before all those who knew him, and those who heard concerning him. And Pharaoh's kingdom was well ordered, and there was no Satan and no evil person therein. And the king called Joseph's name Sephantiphans, and gave Joseph to wife the daughter of Potiphar, the daughter of the priest of Heliopolis. And on the day that Joseph stood before Pharaoh, he was 30 years old, when he stood before Pharaoh. And in that year Isaac died. And it came to pass, as Joseph had said in the interpretation of his 2 dreams, according as he had said it, there were 7 years of plenty all over the land of Egypt, and the land of Egypt abundantly produced, one measure producing 1,800 measures. And Joseph gathered food into every city until they were full of corn, until they could no longer count and measure it for its multitude.